Welcome back to Legends May Live. Today we wrap up our look at the Grinning Man. You've heard the stories, the boys in New Jersey, the man on the road in West Virginia, the tight metallic suit, the eerie silence, and that too wide Joker-like smile. There's something uniquely terrifying about a face that looks human but isn't quite right. A smile that's too symmetrical, eyes that don't blink, skin that's just too smooth, a body that just stands too still. That fear isn't new. Psychologists call it the uncanny valley. It's a drop in the comfort when we see something that's almost human, but not quite. Robots, mannequins, dolls, wax figures, they can all trigger the same cold feeling that something is pretending to be human, and it's doing a good job, but just not good enough. And when we see that smile, the one that never fades, our instincts don't scream alien, they whisper predator. Throughout history, the smiling figure appears in countless myths, often as a trickster, a deceiver, or a shadow of chaos. In Norse mythology, Loki was said to smile as the world burned. In Japanese folklore, the Kuchisaken, or slit-mouthed woman, appears with a smile that stretches ear to ear. In Aztec culture, Tezcatlipoca, the god of illusions, wore a perpetual grin. Even in our media, figures like the Joker or Pennywise are agents of chaos with a smile that makes the terror so much more real. The Grinning Man isn't just one entity. He's an archetype, a code buried in the human brain, a reminder that not every smile means safety. Even after Indrid Cold's final visit, the sightings never really stopped. Across the world, people have reported grinning figures watching them in the night. In Argentina, a couple claimed that a tall man with glowing eyes stood outside their tent for hours, smiling but unmoving. In rural Idaho, a hunter found footprints circling his truck, and he saw a man with a glassy face standing in the tree line, staring. On Reddit, dozens of threads speak of smiling men, often encountered during sleep paralysis or late-night walks. They never speak, they don't blink or run, they just watch and smile. And when they do move, it's always too smooth, just this unnatural glide. So what is he? Some believe that Indrid Cold was exactly what he claimed, a traveler. They say that he really was a diplomat from another planet, a part of a peaceful race just observing humanity. And the smile was just what they understood to be a show of peace or kindness, but they didn't fully understand. As John Keel believed it, Cold may not be from the stars, but from a parallel layer of reality. He thought that Cold was likely a being that shifts forms, that uses thoughts to enter our world when the veil is thin. Another idea is that the Grinning Man is created by us, a manifestation of our collective fear, trauma, or paranoia. Perhaps even a demonic entity. Still others say that he's just a trickster wearing a mask, feeding on attention and emotion. That his smile is a performance and his silence just to captivate. Every report, every encounter has one thing in common though. The moment you see him, you feel like he sees you first, like he's been watching and waiting, and worse, like he's enjoying the moment. Some say that they hear faint laughter, and others feel disoriented, like they stepped out of time. One man claimed, "He didn't smile at me. He smiled like he was showing someone else that I had arrived." And what if the smile isn't for you? What if it's just that you're part of the audience? The Grinning Man may never speak or act, really, but he doesn't have to, because fear doesn't come from what he does. It comes from what he doesn't. He doesn't show anger or joy or really any emotion, just stands there with that smile, too wide, too still, looking like it's carved into a face that knows too much. Indrid Cold's story never reached national fame. There were no blockbuster films, no government investigations, no major bookshelves devoted to him, but among those who study the strange, he's everywhere. From Mothman to obscure Reddit threads, he's become a constant ripple in the pool of high strangeness. He's not as loud as Roswell or as commercial as Bigfoot, but he stays just behind the curtain, like he's always there, just smiling. In the 2000s, Colt made his way into digital folklore. Paranormal message boards, lost media threads, even in creepypasta culture, his smile began to stretch again. A post from 2011 reads, "Saw him last night, no joke. Tall guy, blue jacket, slicked hair, just standing across the street from my apartment. I waved, he just smiled." Another from 2018, "I dreamed of a man with a perfect smile. He told me his name was Cold. I had never heard that name before until I looked it up in the morning, and now I wish I hadn't." So is Indrid Cold real? Was he a messenger, a traveler, a trickster, or just something else? We may never know for certain, but one thing is sure. If you see a man at night, tall, still wearing a shiny suit that doesn't wrinkle, and if he smiles at you, too wide, too long, like he's done 1,000 times before, just remember, he smiles because he knows you'll remember him, even when he's gone. That's it for today's episode of Legends May Live. Thanks for listening, and if you enjoyed today's story, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, stay alert, keep watch, and keep smiling.